is 38 years old, and that's a reference to your son being hired right out of law school by a big company here in Delaware that is in the credit card business, MBNA. He got about $100,000 a year, as I recall. You received $214,000 in campaign contributions from the company and from its employees. At the same time, you were fighting for a bankruptcy bill that MBNA really wanted to get passed through the Senate, making it much tougher for everyone to file bankruptcy. Senator Obama was opposed to the bill. Among other things, you couldn't, in fact, claim that you had a problem because of big medical bills. You voted against an amendment that would call for a warning on predatory lending. You also called for, you opposed efforts to strengthen the protection of people in bankruptcy. This has been an issue that you've heard about before. Your son was working for the company at the same time. In retrospect, wasn't it inappropriate for someone like you in the middle of all this to have your son collecting money from this big credit card company while you were on the floor protecting its interest?
Absolutely not. My son graduated from Yale Law School. The starting salary in Wall Street is $140,000 a year if he went to lawyer. Options he had. He came home to work for a bank. Surprise, surprise.
On December 30th, I came across an interesting tweet from Michael Thomas Payne Moore, who's the chief reporter for TruePundit.com. His tweet read, "Hunter Biden owes the IRS more than $100,000 from his time on the board of Burisma. Biden reportedly earned at least $50,000 per month while on the board of Burisma, but was not apparently giving the U.S. government its fair share of his income." And I realized the story came from the Daily Caller News Foundation. So I found the original story on dailycaller.com. And here's the story. Andrew Kerr was the investigative reporter. It was posted on December 29th for his unpaid tax in 2015 for an amount of $112,805. The federal agency issued the previously unreported tax lien in November of 2018. So the Daily Caller is making the assertion they're the first news outlet to report this story, yet the tax lien was filed over a year ago.
Here, please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
And the story verifies that, yes, indeed, this was during a time when Hunter Biden was on the board of Burisma Holdings. "We made a demand for payment of this liability, but it remains unpaid," the lien notice said. And lien notices for tax liens are pretty easy to verify if they're accurate or not, because they're filed with the recorder of deeds or the county recorder, and there's a Washington, D.C. recorder of deeds. It did not appear that Hunter Biden has resolved his tax debt to the IRS because no corresponding lien release has been filed with the Washington, D.C. recorder of deeds. Tax liens, and they're pretty easy to verify. They're a public document. This is a tax lien that was filed against Julie Swetnick. She was a woman involved in the accusation of wrongdoing against Brett Kavanaugh. And one news outlet said she had an unpaid tax lien of $40,000, and there was a big deal made of that. Yeah, the lien was issued on October 24th of 2017, but it was cleared up March 23rd of 2018. So the fact that Hunter Biden sat on the board of a foreign natural gas company, earning payment of $50,000 a month, yet did not properly pay his income tax during that same time period, to the point the IRS had to issue a tax lien against him in the District of Columbia, is a huge news story. But I doubt you'll see it covered in the mainstream media.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Said Hunter Biden, while serving on the board of Burisma, had never once traveled to the Ukraine.
But what is he trying to sell America? He's trying to sell America on his lunch bucket Joe imagery, right? That's his thing. I'm the guy, you can sit there who carries the lunchbox to work. I get dirt under my fingernails. I know what it's like for you. Well, really? Because, let's just be clear on this. How many guys or women out there who carry a lunch bucket to work have a son who's raking in $80K a month for a no-show job with absolutely zero qualifications in a foreign country he's never even been to? The answer is a big fat zero.
I could not believe that comment, so I did some research. and I found a website that was reputable. I found Reuters.com. And Reuters has a story from October 18th of 2019. What did Hunter Biden do on the board of the Ukrainian energy company Burisma? Authors of the article here appear to be Ukrainians with at least one American based on their name. And sure enough, in the article it says, interviews with more than a dozen people, etc., painted a picture of what Hunter Biden did while on the board of Burisma during his 5-year period of term on the board. Biden never visited Ukraine for company business during that time, according to 3 of the people. So not only did Hunter Biden not pay his income taxes properly while serving on the board of Burisma, he never even traveled to the Ukraine, to Burisma's headquarters, to have even a single meeting.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
Teddy Roosevelt 2019 is not monetized. If you like this content, please like, subscribe, and share so more viewers will see this information. Thank you.